You know what I didn't do? Prepare
Hmm.
the image for the news so that it fits correctly on the screen, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's for suckers.
Ah,
We do things on the fly like a
I
pro.
think people who enjoy this podcast really want to see me adjust the window on the fly.
do.
Yeah.
That's the natural DG podcast experience.
It's
It doesn't feel like home unless you do it.
yeah.
So I sort of racked my brain about what to talk about, and incidentally, the topic I chose was talked about by other podcasts, but screw them, we're the ones with the good takes on everything.
That's right.
But let's actually initially talk about we've actually got images released from the new Legend of Zelda movie.
Oh.
There's been
Yeah.
hope for this film for quite some time and a lot of hype around it, and we finally got imagery, or at least some shots of the characters. I don't know. What do you guys initially think of our Link and
Well,
Zelda here?
We're
They
not
don't
race
look too bad.
swapped.
That's true. They're not race swap. That's a big bonus.
Yeah.
oh. Well, now I'm disappointed.
I mean that's a low bar to pass, in my opinion.
It's
in
pretty
this-
high bar
in-
current, problems we have, but yeah.
Right. It should be a low bar. It's not, unfortunately.
I noticed something, and I'm sure Rhett does too.
Uh-huh.
Um, what's the old princess have there?
Hair.
Yeah.
Got herself
A
a
bow.
quiver of arrows and a bow.
I thought you fought with magic, Zelda.
um my biggest red flag was probably that. I mean, they look fine.
Yeah.
I have to see them moving and doing stuff. They're young and unknown actors, and so I don't know how they're going to play
Mhm.
on screen. Zelda being more of an active, combative role of the movie makes me concerned because The Legend of Zelda is pretty much just a Link story, crossing
Yeah.
with trying to further Zelda's journey or her goals, sort of thing.
Yeah.
She's sort of the classic princess in distress. He saves her, and you're like, well, not every game, and it's like, yeah, 90% of the games. But most of the
Unless
time,
she is being a very particular character.
yeah, most of the time, Link saves her. I'm going to
Mhm.
avoid, yes, Chance. The lefties are big mad that Zelda doesn't enjoy her bits and tackle in between her legs. It's true. That was a thing. That was never serious. It was just PR drama, which was apparently pushed by his PR team, and it got a lot of
Yes,
attention on the internet. That being said, and pushed aside, I don't think she looks bad. My question is, how big of a physical role is she going to turn into? It's like when they made Peter Pan, and it's not just enough that Peter Pan's there, but it's got to be Peter Pan and Wendy's the tougher and more sword fighty part of it. And then you're like,
Yeah,
oh, this is no longer Peter Pan. This is
Mhm.
the Wendy show, which is always a problem with a lot of current films. Is boys aren't allowed to just have their own movies. They have to insert girl boss characters into it, and then it's like, hey, here's a secondary character that's going to play more of a role central to the story and the plot and be cooler and more active than anything. I mean, let's all forget that we had one of my favorite Marvel characters, Moon Knight, with a girl who had his powers that also was more competent. Or how about a character I also really like, Iron Fist, where there's a girl who's more competent and then she gets his powers. I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
how many stories do we have to
Shang-Chi.
go through? Shang-Chi with the girl who's better at it and than Shang-Chi is. It's this weird pettiness where they have to, like, if boys have their own median stories, then you have to take something from it and make a girl that's just as good, if not more competent, which makes the stories
Yeah.
worse, not better, and makes them less attractive. And
Yeah.
before we move on to the general story, I'd like to at least answer some questions about the Zelda thing. What are you going to say, Ross?
Oh, I was just gonna say, and it seems well, and I think we'll get into it, so I'll let you go on.
Okay. Chance says, so happy we aren't getting Legend of Zelda Twink to the Past. He's kind of twinky, to be honest.
I mean,
still
that
be
would
it.
be a lore accurate Link, so
Yeah,
he is kind of a
Link
twink.
is classically kind of twinky. I don't know what you want. We got
Sorry.
40-year-old hairy, super past puberty Link.
I want 40-year-old
Oh,
plumber
gosh.
twink.
Hyper masculine, on too much testosterone Link.
Fucking podcast bro Link.
My rule.
Sup, bro? Do you even lift?
Even lift, bro.
Yeah.
He's just crushing pots between his fingers.
Why are we getting involved in so many? He's like an Alex Jones guy.
Yeah.
Gerudo Desert Wars, the never-ending Gerudo Desert Wars.
Then the Gerudo
puts
Desert
on, like-
Wars.
He still puts on like the Gerudo like female outfit though to try and get into the city.
They're turning the Koroks gay or whatever.
Just gonna say that.
Do you understand me?
I'm actually. It's weird. I want to see a Legend of Zelda movie.
Yeah.
I don't trust them to do anything good today.
No.
It's hard
Yeah.
to trust, especially live action. That's a hard road to make anyway. And on top of it being modern year, that's
Yeah.
tough.
I mean,
Well,
we
I-
already had one.
Oh,
Go
well.
ahead.
We already had one near crisis before the movie even got started, with the one dude trying to get the
Oh.
role of the princess.
That
like,
that wasn't a
oh.
crisis. He was never seriously considered.
Well, right, he wasn't. But the fact that anyone thought it would be a good idea to cast him in the role is the reason for crisis.
They
Not
still
necessarily
do.
that. Yeah, I know, which is ridiculous. The fact that a female role is going to a guy at all is messed up.
I don't really care. I consider this to be like 1% of the loud part of Twitter.
For sure.
He
Yeah.
was never really seriously considered, and this was just, drama bait to try and hype up somebody to try and get status, and it was never going to be a thing.
Up their profile.
Yeah, and
Gotta
basically
get that
playing
keep rating up.
playing into the whole drama of like, whoa, this trans guy's going to be Zelda. It's like it was never going to happen. So it's just falling into the hype drama trap sort of thing. It was just never going to happen. I get it. They are very virulent and angry on the internet, and they're screaming about the fact that their fella isn't going to be Link, but or be Zelda. But it's not everybody is cast that you want them to, and I get it. You thought he was a hot dude, and he was going to be your Zelda. It wasn't meant to be. It's not a general audience decision to make that fella.
Well,
the Zelda
fortunately, at
character.
least the general audience weren't, behind that.
Even if they weren't, Nintendo's not stupid enough to make that decision.
Yeah, I
No.
would. I put a little bit more faith in Nintendo than that.
I mean, they might be horrible practices when it comes to managing their IPs and protecting their consoles and stuff. But that also translates to we don't want to ruin our IPs and
Yes.
and have
Yeah, they're
people
gonna be
go
very
after.
careful.
It was just never going to be a thing. So I get it. If you really wanted Zelda to be this guy, it wasn't a serious option. I'm sorry. Zelda remains flat underneath. I don't know how better to say that. He doesn't have his twig and
Oh.
berries.
Yeah, the meat and two veg.
Meat and two veg.
Praise be.
Praise be. Zelda remains a female.
Never thought this would be a concern. Okay.
Yeah, it was a thing, but whatever. The point being, based upon two images, well, really one image, there's not much we can glean from it. I don't think Link looks too bad. I like that he looks like traditional Link, not Breath of the Wild Link. She looks like Breath of the Wild Zelda.
Yes.
Yeah.
As she does.
As stupid as it is, I want his hat. I need it.
You gotta have the cap. Yeah,
I know.
Like the weird Phrygian cap, but not.
His little sleepy boy cap.
Yeah, you gotta have it. I mean, otherwise he's not ready. He's not suited and booted.
I want
but
that. I want him to not talk.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people be like, he can maybe say one or two things, but that's it.
I just want grunts.
A lot of face emotion expressed throughout the entire movie.
Face emotions.
Shock the Link face.
I'm hesitant. I'm looking forward to, with hope that this works out. One thing I will say, if they do it right and really well, I mean, this could be, depending on how well they make it, it's an IP that could be Lord of the Rings and epicness sort of thing with multiple films.
Yeah, for sure.
Assuming they do a good job.
Yeah, and you think about it, if they go through one kind of story, I mean, if they want to change up the style, just make a Wind Waker animated movie. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People would like that style in animation. They should do it.
Do your Breath of the Wild, do your Tears of the Kingdom. I really just want Ocarina of Time or Link to the Past, but
yeah, that would be good. Ocarina of Time.
What do I know? As long as I get the weird, confusing, possibly transgender Tingle, I'll be happy. He can be Tingle. I'll be fine with that.
Sure.
He just shows up as awkward Tingle. Thing is, Tingle's he's supposed to be a tiny, unattractive, middle-aged looking man. In a skin-tight outfit.
Yeah.
Just creepy
Cigarette
Tingle everywhere. A good old Tingle. Yeah, we'll look forward to it. But it's funny, though, that we get this weird indication that it's like, oh, well, she might be more of a combative role. Well, hopefully it's more traditional storytelling when it comes to Zelda stuff. And you're going, well, she had like a role in like Ocarina. It's like, yeah, she was a secret ninja assassin that you didn't know that she was Shiva until much later.
Yeah.
Well, how about Tears of the Kingdom? Well, she wasn't really a combat role, and she kind of disappears and gets kidnapped at one point. I mean, her biggest personality growth was probably in Skyward Sword, where she had a lot more stuff to say.
Yeah.
That's true.
And do. But
that's the one nobody really played.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
Yeah, nobody really played Skyward Sword. I wonder if there was the worst, it might have been the worst performing Zelda game.
Yeah, it had the misfortune of being kind of a Wii U version, but not.
I have it for the Switch. I haven't played it yet. I still intend to.
Oh, yeah. Work your way through them.
Yeah, that's the hope. But I'm hopeful but hesitant considering the minor red flag. But otherwise, as long as it remains a Link-centered story about being Zelda's knight in shining armor and trying to save her or save the kingdom so that she can stay in charge, because that's why it's called The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
He's always trying to save her and save the kingdom.
No, it's because she's actually awesome.
She's super awesome. Well, she oftentimes she's magically powerful, or I mean, she is the ruler of the kingdom. I don't know why she needs to run around with a sword or anything. That puts the kingdom in danger. Power. I'm just saying it puts the kingdom in danger.
I mean, it probably, yes.
She needs a bigger role. She's in charge of the kingdom. The movie's named after her. I don't know what you want.
The guy. I don't know what to tell you.
That's why she's so important. You can't send her out to do stuff. You have to get some unknown kid from some village.
Some hillbilly kid.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Sent him out on a death-defying journey, sometimes as a child. Not just like Teen Link, but as Child Link.
Yeah.
Where he's
That's
like
the
a
only. You got to get him young to really get him scarred. You know what I mean?
freaking 8-year-old boy goes to fight demons inside a tree or something.
It's just a tiny kid standing next to Ganondorf. I'ma get you.
You know, I wouldn't
Watch
even
out for the
be
zombies in the town.
that unhappy if Ganondorf swung both ways in a. Because you know Ganondorf's lore, right?
really.
Yeah,
Barely.
I don't.
Isn't he a Gerudo or something? Like a male
He's a
Gerudo?
Gerudo.
Well, the Gerudo are overwhelmingly women. And in a rare turn of events, once every how long you get a man, which is why he specially stands out because the Gerudo are pretty much all women.
Yeah.
So he becomes like this huge, emissary for the Gerudo as like the only Gerudo male, and they're very infrequent.
Huh.
So it would be funny if it was like a lady pretending to be the dude. I mean, I prefer not to, but that would make more sense than Zelda. Anyway,
It would be funny.
we'll see where this goes. Hesitantly hopeful, but I'm not going to put too much hope in that basket because that basket has holes in it.
Yeah, stuff could fall out of that for sure.
Yeah, basket. Well, which brought about the bigger problem is the other big film to come out was our Wicked 2, The Wicked
Oh,
Inning.
yeah.
The Wickening.
Now, Ross, who's our resident Wicked expert and famous lover of all wickedness.
Yep, that's me.
Ross, you're an expert because you're the only person that has seen the play and or done anything with Wicked.
Yeah, I've seen it 3 times. Yay.
Yeah.
I think
Why did you
opening-
put that upon yourself 2 more times?
Well, you see, and it's so funny. I had this so it's because my mom wanted to see it, and so we were going to New York for a trip, and we saw The Lion King. Cool play. A lot of neat costumes and like props and stuff.
Lion King's got great music.
Oh, very much so. And then
Yeah.
Wicked, because she really wanted to see Wicked.
Women
Fine,
love Wicked.
fair enough. Well, then
Yeah.
we were visiting my brother in California, and we went and saw it in Orange County because she really loves it. And then it came to Salt Lake, and we saw it a 3rd time because she really loves it. And it's funny, I was having this conversation with my mom because she's like, "Well, do you like it or not?" I'm like, "No, I hate Wicked." And she's like, "Oh, but I made you go to it 3 times and you hate it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like what? You didn't care? Like, yeah, there was no option for me to not go. Like, what are you talking about?"
You never asked.
Yeah, I mean, I love my mom, and it's fine. It's good for me to go see these things, especially as a teenager. But good lord, acting like I had a choice in the matter is hilarious.
Well, especially as a teenager.
Like, what am I going to do? Stay home while you go to New York? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like, I think I have to go on these trips, you know.
Well, Wicked came out, Wicked 2, The Wicked Inning.
Yes.
And I think opening day for the first Wicked movie was like 50 million. Don't quote me exactly. And the second one did like 70. It's outperforming the first
God.
Wicked.
By the
Wow.
way, not common for sequels.
No.
No.
And the second one's opening weekend looks to be at about $151 million plus,
Holy
which is the
Wow.
record weekend for a Broadway musical.
Oh.
Nothing's
wow.
outperformed this movie when it comes to Broadway musicals for a film release. Women love Wicked. They love this movie or play or horrible, crazy book that has nothing
Yes, they do.
like the play. I don't get it. White women are obsessed with this. And here's the thing. As mostly men, we're going to lean on Silver for some of this conversation.
Don't ask me. I've never seen this thing.
Well, we're going to ask you.
Oh no.
I'm not that angry. It's not something I like. It's not something I want to see. But it's for other people. Like, it's not for me. It's for someone else. This movie is
Right.
for other people, particularly white women, but it's for other people. I'm not angry about it at all. They're allowed to have their movies. I know this sounds like I'm being really magnanimous, but it's like Barbie came out and I was like, yeah, I didn't see it. It was so super popular and everything. It's like, yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah.
It's for the ladies. It's a girl movie. And this is a girl movie. And they are loving the crap out of this film. It is being very successful. I can't tell you objectively if I think it's good or not, or written poorly or not, because I've not seen it, nor have I seen the other one. But it seems to be killing it. I mean, the first Wicked movie, they had screenings that were meant to sing-alongs, where everybody in the audience were meant to sing with the film.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine going to see a movie where everybody's belting out like they're the main character.
Oh, that's Rhett's dream
so
right there.
terrible.
Oh, I'd start suplexing women in the aisles. It would be terrible. Clothesline, tombstone. They wouldn't stop singing is the worst part. Like middle suplex, she'd still be belting out.
Oh yeah.
Something about being a wicked witch. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
But it's not for me. They actually did sing along screenings for K-pop Demon Hunter.
They really?
Yeah, in our area, Silver. You could have gone and just
Gosh.
sung as loud as you possibly
Soda
could.
pop.
That's right. There is soda pop.
Yes, in the front. Let's all go to the lobby.
And guess what? There are ladies out there that are having fun without me, and it doesn't bother me. Which sort
It
of
bothers me.
it bothers Ross, but which sort of spins to sort of the general discussion I actually thought would be interesting to address is the fact that oftentimes women movies come out and they blow up because they're catered for women, but you get male-centered movies and they perform poorly because they don't cater them to men. They try and sort of shift it to get women to also see it, and then men don't like it either. This explains exactly why Star Wars has been bad, why Marvel has been bad, because it's no longer a male-dominated movie, or they're not even trying to cater to the audience that would see this film. And then you get people on the internet rolling their eyes being, oh, not another masculine film. What do you mean another one? When was the last one we had that was just purely for boys? I mean, good Lord, we have to cater every male film to try and get women to see it, and then neither men or women want to see it. And it does badly. And then we get Wicked, and they lean exactly into the audience they're trying to attract. And it does really well. And it's almost like catering the film to the correct demographic that the thing is made for is the correct decision. Confusingly, as it seems to be.
It's shocking, genuinely.
Horrifyingly shocking. And I mean, I don't want to get because as soon as I start going through the ideas of why this is happening, it's going to sound super misogynist, which I don't really care about. But then it's just like, oh, we're just going to lose people listening to this podcast, but they don't listen anyway, Ross, so it doesn't matter.
They will listen.
One thing you often have with the ladies is they look at stuff that men have and they go, well, why can't women be a part of it? And so they try and change it so women can be a part of it, and then women don't watch it because they didn't want to watch it anyway. They just wanted to insert themselves into thing that they weren't a part of in the first place. And catering to the wrong demographic for your film just makes the movie worse for both people. Guess what?
Yes.
Lord of the Rings is mostly dominated by men. Why does it work? Because women like it for the same reason that men like it. You don't have to change it in order to cater to one demographic or another. You just need to make the good movie you're intending to make. And if it tends to lean masculine, then so be it. I could rant on this for another 24 hours. But Silver, how do you feel about how movies have been shifted lately? Do they seem like they're becoming more feminine? Or am I a horrible patriarchal defender?
No, I think they are shifting to becoming more feminine because I think that entirely makes sense with how often we're getting the stupid misunderstood villain type thing. That is a very common thing you'll notice in like
Wicked.
Wicked, yes, and
Yeah, Wicked
like
is ground
children's
zero.
movies for girls.
Oh yeah.
So, I wish they wouldn't make it stop, please.
Well, does
I
it
want to see
interest
Captain
you?
America punch the bad guy.
Well, does it interest you when they it seems like they're catering to the female demographic in like a superhero
No.
movie or a Star Wars movie? Does it
No,
make it more
I
interesting to you?
completely shut down when I can clearly see they're trying to do that. I'm like, yep, nope, that show's not for me.
But you're a woman. You're supposed to think like all women and be like, I have to champion women. Didn't you rush to see Captain Marvel?
Oh yeah, I storm in the doors.
Or the Marvels, I guess.
Yeah,
Of the four,
I
of the
gave
four
them
of us,
all
she
my
probably.
money.
I was gonna say she's probably actually seen them because her dad Kaiju keeps dragging her to crap movies.
We don't spend money on them, honestly. We get them when they're free, and we watch them, and they're terrible. And even he admitted that Marvels and Captain Marvel was terrible. He's like, oh no.
Well, here's a good question. Since you're full of surrounded by men, are we modifying your opinion because we're infecting you with our maleness? Have you taken a heaping spoonful of testosterone and you can't get away from it?
Yeah, let's see. Do I need to take a step back here and see if... what a great question. I don't think so.
No?
Even when I was a kid, my gosh, I'd watch superhero movies a ton. I loved them.
And they've gotten better with more female representation.
Oh no, worse.
Oh.
I used to watch the Ninja Turtles and I was happy in those days.
There's a girl Ninja Turtle now.
It's
Yeah.
She's terrible.
not...
Venus de Milo, which isn't even a
Oh God.
Renaissance painter. It's the name of a painting.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it's a statue, I'm sorry.
That one. What the heck?
Yeah, she's terrible. Well, I don't want
No
to.
good.
Well, what do you think about the idea that since if we're feminizing male movies and they're doing poorly, why can't we masculinize the female movies?
Oh, we should. I want to see Tinkerbell suplex.
Actually, if Tinkerbell showed up just ripped beyond belief and just started throwing people.
Wasn't that the joke with the new, I think it was the Tangled movie? They're like, oh, Disney's gonna cast, like, Shaquille O'Neal or something.
Well, I think that was our joke, probably Ross's joke.
I think I've seen images, but whatever.
I think that was Ross's joke.
I always got good Shaq jokes ready to go.
Well, would it damage Wicked if there was just a big Jack guy in the background lifting weights the whole movie, just as long as he was in frame? Somehow they could sing everything normally and have been fine. He's just like in this image behind the couch, just bench pressing.
Yeah, I bet it would have, and people would be very angry with that. And we'd be like, see?
Well, because I'm not petty and I don't actually want to ruin this movie for the women. It would be hilarious for me personally. It'd make me more interested in seeing a movie if, Arnold Schwarzenegger showed up. But I don't actually want to ruin the movie for them. And I don't get upset when I'm not included in stuff women like because I don't need to be a part of it. I have my own thing and I'm not bothered. But there's definitely been an attitude that women need to be a part of men's stuff. Go ahead, Jason.
Well, I was going to say, it seems to me that since the whole feminist movement even started, that's kind of been the push. That if there was a place for men, I mean, you don't see gentlemen's clubs anymore. That used to be a thing. Um, the Boy Scouts isn't really the Boy Scouts anymore because they let girls join. Um, I mean, it's almost like the women looked around and said, you know what, um, we need to inject ourselves into everything that the men have, so that they can't get away from us. Um, and in so doing, it's like they have their own things that they still like. They don't even like our stuff for the most part, but they're just like, we have to be here. And it's like, no, actually, you don't. There actually has been, I don't know if it's really, you could really call it an effort to masculinize some feminine things, but there was, oh, what was that? Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Oh yeah.
Um, that really just did not do well.
No.
I don't.
And this
It was
is
based on a book.
yes, I'm
Go for
aware, and this has been referenced before. It doesn't succeed in the other direction. It just doesn't.
No, it doesn't. I was just going to say that I actually read the book that the movie's based on, and the parts that were written by Jane Austen, you can tell they are polished, they are good. The parts that were written by the dude that was putting the masculinization, they're crap. They're so bad. I mean, you can totally look at the prose and just see, oh yeah, this was him doing it, and this is Jane Austen's, and I'm not a fan of Pride and Prejudice. I don't want to read it. I don't want to watch it. But actually reading the parts by Jane Austen, I'm like, yeah, she was a good writer.
I would not
This dude,
say
he's awful.
I would not say Pride and Prejudice and Zombies is actually male catered. Women actually really like zombies. I think the point being is you're taking male brands and you're
Yes.
unmasculinizing them because there's just been this narrative in pop culture that men is toxic. There was a
Yes.
phrase being used in Hollywood for the past few years. Believe me, this is true. That they would say white was it pale and male is stale, is what they would say.
Oh my god, I forgot about that, Rhett.
Yeah.
Just unlocked a memory.
They didn't want anything to do with guys. And now we're sitting here with Hollywood constantly mourning and woeing the fact that Hollywood's in destruction. Now, it's not just the refusal to cater to a male demographic. It's a lot of different bad decisions, poor storytelling, poor economic decisions, making films people don't want to see, making films that are catering to politics, that are affecting everything we do. There are many, many reasons why Hollywood is utter failure. And I would not mourn if Hollywood collapsed. Despite the fact that they deem themselves like vital to culture, they're not. And I could give a flying fart if things like a movie theater stick around. I don't care. And it's not my fault for not seeing your movie. I have no obligation to give you my money. You have to make something that attracts me. But then when we don't see it, when we don't consume your product, you blame us for some reason for not seeing your stupid, shitty movie. Hey, look what happens when you successfully cater to the correct demographic that your movie is made for. Amazing box office returns. Huge success. Shocking.
I don't want that, Rhett. I want to ruin things.
Oh. No.
I don't know. It seems like they go into a boardroom somewhere and they're like, what can we ruin this time around? Rather than how can we, please our target demographic.
Well, because they don't.
Is,
go ahead, Ross.
Oh, I was going to say, I mean, some of it is genuinely that baffling, but some of it is like, well, we have this thing that's a boy brand, but we want to expand like the audience even further, and they hire people who don't care. It's the classic thing that we've talked about a million times, but it's like they think they can make it something it isn't and get more money, and not realizing that like reality, like yes, there has to be some concessions, like when you're talking about, at least with video games, like sometimes the super niche thing will always stay super niche, But other times, like there's so many times where like a game that's just made to be the game it was supposed to be. Things like Schedule One, things like there's I'm not thinking of them right now, but like Helldivers 2, for instance. Like those games were always meant to be the games they were, but they just got popular because people saw people playing them. Or like what's that stupid game where they collect things in the horror nightmare? Lethal Company.
Oh,
That game's weird as hell. And it should be super niche, but because it's made well and it's fun and it was designed to be fun and exciting and different, like people were drawn to it despite its niche tendencies. Make the thing as it is supposed to be made. Like make the decisions that make sense for that product. And like people will be drawn to it. Like, yes, obviously certain concessions have to be made if you want movies to, be bigger, not just complete art house films, but like not to the detriment of the actual target audience. Like
what?
you need to balance like how much money you want to spend on it with how many people you think are actually in the target audience.
Well, yeah,
But if
spending
you
too much is
try
always
to
been
cater
a
to everyone,
big problem.
it's just going to cater to no one. You're going to lose a lot more than you gain.
Well said, and that's something we've harped on for quite some time, is the fact that we are, if anything, defenders of sticking to the IP the way it was meant to be done, because there's a reason why you're making a movie with that IP, because it was good and popular. Instead of just buy the IP and change it and then just anger the people that liked it in the first place.
Yeah.
Like The Witcher.
Yep. Yeah. Or hey, Rhett, what did you think of the later Gears of War games?
Oh, yeah, they got worse.
Got really worse. I love fighting robots as spunky lady or spunky teen guy.
The snow physics got better.
Yeah. That's about it.
Because they're trying to reach out for a different audience. A lot of the times when people are in charge of these brands, it feels like they think they're just smarter than you. Like they could just take it and be like, well, we need to expand to new demographics. And it's like, oh, and then just scare away your core audience that was there the whole time.
Yeah.
Because Gears of War was a hyper testosterone game where you're chainsawing everybody. And now it's just like his son is going through emotions and there's a girl. And it's like, what are we doing?
This is so stupid.
You need bros with do-rags, chainsawing people in half, and screaming Dom.
They need to look like the very air they breathe is laced with testosterone. I want them to be shockingly muscly. God damn it.
Angry men screaming at the sky.
Where the only emotions I want is where's my wife? That's it. That's all I want.
Which should also tell you who's in charge of Hollywood. It's not men. Because men wouldn't make this decision. Men wouldn't go, hey, let's ruin the thing we like.
And this evidence gets borne out through various company photos, articles, and all this kind of stuff. It gets borne out again and again as being true. That, like, yeah, the old guard ain't in charge no more.
No.
They've moved on. Or they're so far up the chain in charge, or like semi-retired that they don't make these decisions.
Well, and they have no connection as to what the IP is anyway.
Yeah.
Somebody shows up with a thing and being like, oh, ladies and LGBTQ stuff, super hot right now. And it's like, oh, well, that's what the kids want. And then they put it in and they're like, why aren't people seeing my movie? I mean, I like referencing it, but the Terminator movie that came out, the guy was like, well, men say they don't like the direction it's going, so this isn't for you guys. And then it comes out and it's like, why aren't men seeing my movie? Because you said it wasn't for us.
What are you talking about?
It's not for me. Silver, why don't you save us from our bad masculine habits?
I mean, I'm saving this podcast by just being here, so...
Diversity, everybody.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that technically there's more women in this country than men, so we are the most diverse people here.
Oh my gosh!
Ipso facto.
I mean, you're
You're telling
practically
me
the
men can be a
1%
minority?
college educated woman.
But
You're a higher class than the rest of us.
special.
You are special.
From a certain standpoint, there is a certain amount of sense in what they're doing, because if you can expand your viewer base, then you can potentially make more money. And the problem is that when they look at it, they're like, well, how do we attract both men and women to this particular IP? Well, unfortunately, men and women want different things from their entertainment. And almost by default, if you're making something for men, you're not making it for women, and vice versa. And when you try to shoehorn one thing in that the other demographic likes, then you're just alienating the other demographic. And I just don't understand why they haven't uh, learned this lesson yet. They've tried it over and over and over and over again, and it failed every darn time. And then they make something like Wicked, and it does way better than they thought it was going to do. And they targeted it to one demographic. They ignored the other demographic, and boom, they have a hit on their hands. How many times do they have to learn this lesson before they wake up?
Well, I think just everything's pushing in a feminine direction. It just.
Huh?
And so when it happens to be entirely for women, it works. But when it's not for women, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
That's right, Ross.
true. It's correct. Sadly.
Yeah, I wish it were different, but this is the lesson we can see from watching this film, but from seeing the success, the absurd, massive, earth-shattering success of this film. And that's not to say that movies have to be one gender or another.
No.
That is to
No.
say that movies can be mixed attraction. But what I am saying is when you take masculine leaning brands and feminize it, you get Star Wars and everybody hates it. Because it sucks now.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the thing is too, like, because I'm inclined to say like, well, things are swinging this way because they were like all, like the superhero movies were pretty much dude movies for a long, long time. Blah blah blah.
Uh-huh.
But the reality was there was a ton of female movies getting made in that era. Who
Yeah.
am I kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those movies have been like romantic comedies are not made for the theater anymore, like at all. It's so rare, and those are just gone now. I mean, they're in streaming. That's the only place they'll show up now is streaming and like maybe for TV. But like theatrical released comedies and rom coms and like stuff like those don't really exist anymore. And those are lady movies. So what like
Oh yeah.
it's like this is all there's so many like factors at play with Hollywood specifically that come together and just make this horrible like piss soup where it's just like oh yeah, everything's homogenizing. Like companies, like one company is buying more and more. Like three companies are buying more and more, and of course, redundancies means that there's less movies being released by these companies that have been bought up now. On top of, like, it's just you see, like it just all like is this horrible avalanche to where now it's like actually Star Wars and like wow, this movie's doing really well. It's made for just ladies. This shouldn't be shocking. This used to be a normal. There just were
Yeah.
these movies around. But now it's like shocking, especially because this year was just so horrible anyway.
Yeah, it was been kind of a stinker. And as somebody who enjoys me some bad romantic comedies, I don't want them
Yeah.
to cater to men.
No, that's not the point of them. That's the joy is their femininity.
A few weeks ago, I watched 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh,
Great
classic.
time. Just some 90s
Yeah.
teenage angst.
To see that super young, not yet Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually
Lovely.
he lives in a society.
And then not. Oh.
And then he doesn't. Sleepy pills will do that to you.
They will, sadly.
Yeah. I wanted to spin this in a conversation that we normally don't repeat over and over again, but it's an interesting lesson we see from seeing the success of Wicked, because it's like, yeah, this is what happens when you make the right kind of movie for the right demographic. It's not for me, but
I do wonder how much of this was motivated, because Ross mentioned the superhero movies that came out, and they were, they catered to guys, and they were doing billions of dollars worth of sales, so they were, cash cows for the movie studios. And rom-coms, typically aren't. They typically aren't cash cows for the studios. Yeah, they have their place and stuff, and if the rom-com is done well, people will go see it, and it'll make a modest amount of money. But I wonder how much of this kind of feminizing of these masculine movies is one attributed to feminism in general. It's like, well, we can't have this masculine thing over here because it's, we have to feminize it. And how much of it is, dang, that movie made $1 billion. Why can't these female targeted movies make $1 billion? Maybe if we tack our, oh, that's true.
Well, because in the stupidest way, they view men and women in these weird homogenized groups. That women are one group, and that they'll all flood because woman is in movie. It's like I need the new action movie where the girl kicks butt, and it's like, but they don't go see it. And this happens with voting demographics too. It's like, well, all women think the same thing, and then all women don't vote or think the same thing, and they're like, why aren't all women voting and thinking the same thing? It's like, well, because they're not. We are individuals, and we're not all this massive homogenized group. And you don't have to modify things to get people to go see it. It just needs to be a good movie that doesn't dishonor the source material and caters to the demographic that it seems to be meant to be. I mean, Barbie blew up for a reason. Women loved it, and they kept going back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, good for Wicked 2. I'm still not going to see it.
Oh.
Despite the fact that it's basically some sort of online fan dream written story that's not actually in canon in any way. One thing I hate, Silver, is I do hate the trying to make the evil person misunderstood or something. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate it too. I just want someone who's evil.
Yeah. I think the Twilight book is ground zero for that too.
Well, until we get
Wicked.
Until we get our little German painter as the misunderstood villain, I'm not having it.
Rhett, I'm looking forward to it.
German painter that could.
A little painter that could. He had a paintbrush and a dream. A dream that involved Poland.
Oh. And something called Lebensraum.
He needed some living space, you guys. YouTube censorship. When we make fun of an evil person, we just can't say his name because YouTube will get freaked out. You know who we're talking about. Everybody knows who we're talking about.
Go open a history book.
Don't open a history book. Learn all your history from us.
We're correct 90% of the time.
We make stuff up constantly.
What? No.
We are not a history podcast.
We could be.
No. Something do stop.
The Distracted Gamer Podcast. Big steamy pile of new stuff.
Yay! It's the poopy times. I've got a lot of fun news. Quiet, Silver. I have a lot of fun news. We've had enough of your guff and you're infecting this podcast. Go back to the hole from whence you came.
I thought you were going to go back to the kitchen.
Oh, well, no, we're not like that. Jesus.
I mean, I am. But
Oh.
I
You're
keep
like,
it off the
okay.
podcast. I don't need those emails. You need to let. Chance said that. He's like, you need to let Silver talk more. I actually think it was Jessie when she used to listen regularly. And I was like, no one's stopping her. She won't talk.
Exactly. This is my choice.
Actually,
podcast, her choice.
she refused to participate because she's a shy little girl.